obsessed with these kind of black metal fan style lights. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So back onto the bedroom transformation. So all the boring prep stuff has been done. As you can see, we're painted, we've got the bed in, and this is my favorite bit because we're going to start actually bringing in stuff to make it feel a lot more homely and comfortable. I wanted to show you some stuff really quickly before I get cracking on. So first thing I want to show you is this incredible light fitting. So I got approached by 𝐿𝑖𝑒𝑠.co.uk. They wanted to send me something to try out. So this has been gifted, just to be fully transparent. I opened this before we moved to have a little sneaky peek, and I'm honestly so excited to get it up. Okay, so I mentioned previously I am obsessed with these kind of black metal fan style lights. These are so popular at the moment, and I've been wanting one of these for ages, and I really wanted to do it in this room. It would just match my kind of like idea of what I want it to look like perfectly. However, when I was looking at these, I really don't like the idea of like a bare bulb in a bedroom. I just think it's not the most like relaxing kind of lighting. So I saw this one, and I actually hadn't seen one like this before, but it comes with this kind of glass ball which kind of like diffuses the light a lot more. So it kind of looks like that when it's together. You need to put like the bulb on and clip it in properly. But I thought that'd be absolutely genius. You don't have a bare bulb in the room. It looks just like really nice, simple, modern. I love the organic kind of lines of it. I'll obviously show you when it's like properly up and fitted, but I just struggled to find anything like that literally anywhere else. And genuinely, I was really surprised by the kind of variety that they had. So they have this same light fitting in a flush mount as well. I went for one that's on like a cord, which will obviously be shortened, but it's a super long cord, so it's suitable for like loads of different ceiling heights. But they had loads of like different kind of styles like that with different variations. Honestly, you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours on the website because there's like so much to choose from. So I grabbed myself that. So I'm really, really excited to get that up. It also came with a bulb as well. I know that's like the tiniest thing ever, but stuff like that just makes me happy because it just kind of removes the stress of having to like make sure that you have absolutely everything. Next thing I want to show you guys, right, so last video I showed you all the stuff that I got from IKEA. I'm an absolute idiot, and this just shows like we've had a lot of our stuff packed for so long, you just kind of forget what you have. So last video I showed you I picked up these curtains, and I said to Steve, I was like, I'm such an idiot, we already have those curtains in a different colour, and I think I'm just going to use the ones we already have. They're not like the perfect colour. I'd rather they were like a really, really dark charcoal, and they're a little bit lighter, but they're like 40 quid for a pair of curtains, and I don't see why I bought two of the same curtains basically. So I'm gonna hang these instead basically because they're the same length, same size, absolutely everything. They'll be absolutely fine. I need to put up that curtain rail today as well. I'm putting that off. We have actually been sleeping in here without curtains, and honestly having the bed is like, my sleep is just so much better. So slight pivot of plan with the curtains. We're going to go with these ones. I've also started building our bedside tables. So the bed that we've got is the Malm bed, and we've got the under bed drawers as well. Our last bed that we had was an Ottoman bed, and I think with any bed, definitely get one with storage underneath. Like, it's just a must have. But the Ottoman bed we had was so heavy to lift up, and also I felt like we would only fill up the kind of like bottom half of the bed, not at the very end. So I kind of felt like it was a bit of like wasted space. Like we wanted to put our towels under their bedding, and it was just such a pain in the ass to get anything out. So we've opted for the drawers with the Malm bed, which means that to use the top drawers, I wanted to make sure we had floating vanities. I love the kind of floating vanity look anyway, so I'm happy with that. But it's kind of difficult trying to make sure they're high enough so that the drawer can open, but then making sure the whole like bedside table's not too high and looks silly. So I found these ones. I got them from, I can't remember the website, I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys to check out, but they're not completely finished. They're these really, really nice oak cabinets. They're obviously a laminate, but I'm honestly so impressed with the quality. It's kind of textured so it feels like real wood, it looks like real wood, but it is a laminate, so it's way more affordable. There's a drawer that's meant to go here, but the reason the drawer's not in yet, I've built them, but I just haven't put them in because you can see at the back, I need to attach it to the wall. So it's gonna have like a drawer and then have open storage underneath here. And what's absolutely perfect is we have a plug socket on each side of the bed. So the plug socket is gonna sit there, underneath there, and then we could put some stuff, books or whatever, style that up to kind of hide the socket and then have a little like charging zone for our phones. Because that's one thing I hate, is when you walk in you can just see cables and like phone chargers and everything everywhere. Just kind of ruins the vibe. So really, really happy with how these turned out, and they were also super cheap. So I think they were £80 for a pair, so 40 quid each. Honestly, I couldn't find anything that was like, looked this good, that was that good of a price. I was really, really nervous because I thought they were going to be absolutely pants, but so far I'm really happy. So we're gonna be hanging those in this video, styling it up. The wardrobes I'm going to film in a different video, but I'll show you the finished result in this video actually. I think that's everything. Obviously, just apart from art, we've got a mirror to go on the wall there and table side lights. So ages ago I found these bedside, well, like wall sconces on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to do a puck light hack with them. So we're not going to be hardwiring them in, we're just using puck lights. So yeah, it's a good hack to kind of, if you don't have wiring or don't want to commit to wiring a wall light in, this is a really, really good way to do it. So I better get cracking. I'm going to start with the curtain rail, I think, because I feel like that's the most important bit. Oh, also I have a TV to go on the wall. There's a lot to do, there's a lot.
What you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease. What you do to me, maybe it's my dignity. We ripped that all apart now, and there is no remedy. And I'm like, oh, hey, oh, I don't know this goes, and oh, whoa, yeah, I don't know where this ship will go. What you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You broke my heart in two. Now I'm stuck looking for you. What you do to me, it's my dignity. You made me rip that whole apart now. And now I'm begging on my knees. Oh, what you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now. Don't come be fake with me. What I do to you, oh baby, what I do to you. And I'm like, hey, oh yeah, hey, ooh, oh, baby, I don't know how far this goes, and hey, ooh, oh, baby, I don't know goes. I don't know. I don't know. And now I'm out here in the dark, a bottle in my hands. I'm feeling lost, and it must have been all of this shit that I drank. Yeah, I keep falling on the ground, now I'm a mess. I think it's time to say I'm sorry to my friends. Maybe I'm looking for me, or what I used to be. And I'm like, hey, oh, baby, hey, hey, whoa. Yeah, I don't know how far this goes, and hey, oh, yeah, oh, baby, I don't know where this shit will go. I don't know. What you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You left me in the dark now, and I'm blended with disease. Oh, what you do to me, maybe it's my dignity.
Okay guys, so the bedroom is all finished. Obviously, like I've said a million times before, there's certain things that we do need to do, but we don't need to do right now, like the brown doors. the old-fashioned brass handles, like the yellowing skirting board. Let's ignore all of those and look at everything else in the room. So I'm going to really quickly show you what it looked like before, just to kind of jog your memory, and then I'm going to take you around the room and show you what it looks like now.
And there is no remedy, and I'm like, oh, hey, oh, I don't know how far this goes, and oh, hey, whoa, yeah, I don't know where this ship will go. What you do to me, there's nothing left to see. You broke.
The dogs couldn't not be involved, so they've joined. So as you walk in, we have the bed here. So this is Steve's side of the bed. I've just put a little plant there, a coaster, and a couple of little books down there. This is actually one of the Soho House books, this green one. And I actually really like it because it brings in a little bit more colour into the room without being too colourful. These bedside tables I actually really love. I'll link them down below. I can't remember where they're from, but they're perfect size. I've hung them a little higher than I would have liked, but that's so that we can open these storage drawers underneath the bed here. One reason I put a plant here is because there's kind of a plant here, a plant on the windowsill, and a plant there. So I feel like there's kind of an even spread of a little bit of colour, Rocky, a little bit of colour, a little bit of greenery going on, which is really nice. So this is what it looks like from the other side of the room. Absolutely love the bedside tables. The wall sconces, like I said, were a Facebook Marketplace find. They're not wired in, they just have puck lights, which we turn on and off with a flicker, which is sat in our you're such an attention whore. Our flickers, which are sat inside the bedside tables. The print on the wall here you guys may recognise. So the frame and the mount are both from 𝐀𝐻𝐿, which are one of my go-to kind of print companies. Their frames are insanely good. I love this one because it's like a really slimline metal black frame. It goes perfectly. The bed frame is a king bed from IKEA. It is the 𝐻𝐿 bed. I absolutely love it because it's black, and you guys know I love black stuff, but as you can see, it has a wood grain to it, which I just think looks so much more expensive. Really nice kind of thick headboard as well. It also has two settings for how high you want the mattress to sit. So because we had to hang these a little bit higher to be able to close the open and close the under bed drawers, we have this set to the highest setting. Bedding is also IKEA. This is the one that I showed you guys the other day. It's like a really nice kind of cotton blend. You guys know I hate ironing. I don't iron my bed sheets. I literally don't iron anything. So that's why I went for a kind of cottony blend one that it looks good when it's crinkly. And as you can see, our dogs come in and lie all over it anyway. So it's just going to get really crinkly anyway, isn't it? So yeah, we got that in the white. They do it in a few different colours. I'll link it down below. Our kind of bedding underneath is a dark grey. So the back two cushions and the sheet are both like a really dark grey. I'd like it a bit darker because as you can see, it's not quite as dark as that cushion. But those are from Dunelm. Both these cushions are also from IKEA. The inserts in them are the wrong size. They didn't have any of the correct size inserts at IKEA. So that's why they look a little bit sad and flaccid, because they need bigger, floofier inserts. And actually one tip that I have been told but haven't utilised yet is always buy your inserts a little bit bigger than the actual cushion cover, and that way you get them super floofy and plump and they look really good and not like my ones there. So moving on to my side table, I just have a candle here, and genuinely these aren't even for styling purposes. These are magazines that I get sent and I have not read them yet, so I've put them there so I can read them. I have a Live Beautiful book down there, as well as one of the Studio McGee books, and obviously bedside table again. The curtains here are from IKEA. I can't remember exactly what they're called, and it hates me shooting into the window like that, but they're just like a really dark sealy grey. Am I absolutely in love with these? No, but we already had these in our dining room in our last house, so I thought I would just use what I already have, and I have put them on a curtain track from Dunelm. Like I said before, I just chucked this plant on the windowsill, so that's another thing that's going to be changing. All of our windows need replacing basically, so we will be getting nice kind of, I don't know, PVC type ones. I don't know if we're going to keep the sill or not, so he said that we can basically keep the sill and paint it if we want, or they can replace them for us. I think I like having a wooden windowsill. I actually really like these windows and I wanted to salvage them and have them reglazed, but they actually can't do it because of like the thickness of the glass and I don't know, all this other stuff. They can't do it, which is a shame because I actually really like these windows, so they will be replaced. But yeah, I think I might keep the wooden sill. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do? PVC sill or wooden sill? In the corner here, we have our TV. I know this isn't for everyone, but we love watching like movies in bed and stuff. This is a Samsung TV. It's exactly, well, not exactly the same. It's pretty much the same as the one we got in our lounge, which I know is silly, but that's one thing I wanted was the two TVs that we have. I want them to be the same because I don't like switching between remotes because I get really confused. But anyway, it's a smart TV, so it has Netflix, Disney Plus, like Amazon Prime, all of that jazz on there, which is perfect. One thing that really bugs me about this room is these wardrobes are huge, but they are off to one side. And also what's really weird is they've not even run the carpet inside there. It doesn't matter because, like I said, this will be changing in the future. Not for a little while. We have a lot of other stuff that's a higher priority. But that's why I've just shoved this plant here. I'm going to push it back a little bit actually. It hides the wire, kind of, and it kind of hides that really creepy weird corner. So that is the purpose of that. It also looks cute. I like the basket it's sat in as well. It's like a little kind of wickery basket. I got that from HomeSense. I don't know where the plant is from. My mum actually gave it to me. She's had it for donkey's years, and I think she said it's originally from Marks and Spencer's. So you guys, if you haven't already seen my wardrobe upcycle video, I will link that here. It's exactly the same wardrobe, exactly the same handles, everything. I've just painted it out this kind of greyish colour. I've said this before, but I think it would look a lot nicer if it wasn't sat amongst so many warm colours, like the orangey yellowy carpet and the brown door. I feel like it throws the colour off a little bit, but it is such a beautiful colour. It's a really, really nice kind of warm neutral grey. We just sprayed these handles black, reused them. We don't know what the permanent plan is for this wardrobe, but it is very dominant in the room. I feel like it's very excessive. It makes the room feel so much smaller. So whether we try and reconfigure it, I don't even know if we can, or whether we just sell them and get something different. I don't know. That is something for the future. Annoyingly, the one feature that I couldn't get up in the room is the light. So imagine this is up there. I am obsessed with this light and it is honestly perfect, exactly what I want. But unfortunately, the wiring in the bungalow is pretty dodgy, so I don't want to hang it myself. I've got an electrician coming soon, so hopefully they could just quickly hang it for me because we need to get rid of this monstrosity. But I will link this one down below. Hopefully you guys can see it up and running soon, but I am obsessed. And then last but not least is this side of the room. Ignore the hallway. This mirror. Absolutely love this mirror. You guys know I've banged on about this for so long. It's from IKEA. It's dirty. Please ignore I need to clean it. But it's like, oh, it's just, I've obsessed over this mirror for so long. I absolutely love it. It's got like a really, really nice kind of thin metal frame. I think it looks so expensive, but I honestly think for the size of this, £45 is an absolute steal. And I just think that wall is like the perfect space for it. And it means that when I get up and get dressed in the morning, I'll be able to look in the mirror, which is perfect. Yeah, absolute bargain. And they do them in so many different like sizes. They do it in brass as well. So massive fan. Imagine all these doors are white and the trim is white. We'll get there eventually, guys, but for now, this is what we are working with. And you boys seem to love it. Oh, the only other thing I haven't mentioned is we did put this rug under the bed. It's so funny, actually. It's really deceptive because when we put this rug in our last house, we were like, oh God, it's huge. So I thought it'd be plenty big enough for in here. Put it in here and it feels tiny. So I'd hoped that it would actually come out a little bit further, but it doesn't. I think it's called the Sloane rug. It's perfect for in here because it's just like a nice flat woven rug. And it's kind of bringing in some of those darker tones. So the main thing I tried to bear in mind with this room, I wanted it light and bright. Like I've said a million times, this is north facing. So it is quite a dark room. I wanted it nice, light, bright, but I wanted to kind of anchor a lot of it with these kind of darker touches, adding in a bit of warmth with like the bedside tables and the kind of warmer tones like that. But then it's just nice, neutral, calming zen vibes. I'm also liking the kind of green tones in here. You guys know that I don't like a lot of colour, but this is what I'm kind of trying to do, is just add in little touches and pops of green and stuff like that where I can. So yeah, really happy with the room. Honestly, if anyone is renovating, I would really suggest just doing one room and properly finishing it, and it's like a safe zone, because if the rest of the house is messy and dirty and there's stuff everywhere, this is where like we can come and retreat, and it's just so nice and it feels like us. So I would definitely recommend doing that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed following us along for this room transformation. As you probably have guessed, there are a lot more coming up. Lots of stuff is happening, changing. We've got loads of quotes that have come in as well. So hopefully stuff will start moving really fast, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. So if you want to follow along with the renovation content, don't forget to subscribe. And please like the video, because it really supports my channel. And thank you so much for everyone's support so far. Honestly, like the amount of lovely comments and messages I've had it's so lovely. So I really appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next one.